The clock that never ticked. One rainy afternoon, Leo, a curious 14-year-old, was spending the day at his grandfather's house. His grandfather, an inventor, had a peculiar way of living. The house was filled with strange gadgets, old books, and mysterious objects, each holding a story of its own. It was a place where time seemed to slow down, and everything had its own rhythm. That afternoon, Leo decided to explore the house like he always did when visiting. He wandered into the living room, where the walls were lined with old clocks, all ticking away in perfect harmony, except for one. In the corner, there was a large clock that had stopped, its hands frozen at exactly 3:15. The plaque below it read, "The clock that never ticked." It was an odd thing, considering the other clocks worked perfectly, but this one seemed different. Intrigued, Leo stepped closer and reached out to touch the glass. As his fingers brushed the surface, something strange happened. The clock began to tick, softly at first, then louder and louder, until the entire room seemed to hum with energy. Before he could make sense of it, the air around him shifted, and suddenly he was no longer standing in his grandfather's living room. Leo found himself in a dimly lit, unfamiliar hallway, surrounded by the faint smell of dust and something old. The wooden floor creaked beneath his feet as he stepped forward, trying to understand what was happening. The walls were covered in faded tapestries, and the distant echo of his footsteps seemed to carry on forever. At the end of the hallway, he saw a small wooden door. The door seemed out of place, old and worn, as if it had been waiting for someone to open it for centuries. He pushed the door, and it creaked open, revealing a large, empty room. The room was filled with cobwebs and dust-covered furniture, giving it an eerie, forgotten look. In the center of the room stood a grand chest, its surface engraved with intricate patterns. A plaque on top of it read, "To open the chest, solve the puzzle of time." Leo's heart raced. He loved puzzles, and the idea of solving a mystery like this thrilled him. He scanned the room, looking for any clues. It was then that he noticed 4 clocks scattered around the room, each showing a different time. One read 12 o'clock, another 3 o'clock, then 6 o'clock, and the last one, 9 o'clock. Leo approached the first clock and gently turned its hands until they matched the time shown on the other clocks. One by one, he adjusted each clock, setting them in perfect alignment. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and finally 9 o'clock. As soon as the last clock clicked into place, the chest creaked open. Leo couldn't believe his eyes. Inside was a small golden key and a note that read, "The key unlocks the heart of time. Use it wisely." Before Leo could fully comprehend what he had just found, the room around him began to shake, and the air became heavy with a strange energy. He felt a sharp gust of wind blow through the room, and in an instant, everything went black. When he opened his eyes, he was back in his grandfather's house. The rain had stopped, and the living room was just as it had been before, quiet and peaceful. The clock that had once been frozen at 3:15 was now ticking as normal, but in his hand, Leo was holding the golden key. With a mix of excitement and confusion, Leo rushed to his grandfather's workshop. His heart pounded as he opened the door, eager to share what had happened. But when he stepped inside, he stopped dead in his tracks. There, on his grandfather's workbench, lay an identical golden key. His grandfather turned to him with a knowing smile and said, "That key, Leo, connects the past, present, and future. It's a secret that has been passed down for generations. And now it's yours to guard." Leo stood there, holding the key, realizing that his grandfather had always known about the secret hidden in the clock. The adventure had just begun, and with the key in his hand, Leo felt the weight of something much bigger. A mystery waiting to be uncovered, a puzzle of time that only he could now solve. From that moment on, Leo understood that some secrets were meant to be uncovered, and some mysteries were meant to be explored. And sometimes, The greatest adventure began with a single step into the unknown.